3 things in personal development that could be holding you back. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Damon Cart from NLP Gym. Neuro-linguistic programming is the study and the technology of creating the life that you desire. And for the past several years, I've been studying and mastering NLP in order to create the life that I desire, and now to help you create the life that you desire. If that sounds good, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. Here are 3 things that I see coming up over and over in the self-help, personal development, self-improvement field where they can actually hold you back unless you understand them a little bit better. So the 3 things are positive thinking, certification, and affirmations. Now you might be thinking, wait a minute, those things are good things. Yes, in general, they typically are, but there are some downsides to them. So let's jump into this. So number 1, positive thinking. How in that world can positive thinking hold you back? Well, it's not so much about the positive thinking, because positive thinking is positive. It's good. But what I see people doing is I see them like forcing themselves to think positively even when something really negative happens or something bad happens. And they try to put some sort of positive spin on it without allowing themselves to feel the not so good feeling about something. The thing is, it's okay to feel not the best. It's okay to not feel positive sometimes. So allow yourself in a bad situation, something bad happens, something, especially if it's out of your control, or maybe you made a mistake, and just allow it to suck. Allow yourself to be disappointed, and then get over it, move forward, shift your mind to a positive mindset, but don't just gloss over it and imagine like it didn't happen and everything's just great and Pollyanna and positive all the time. Allow yourself to feel your feelings. And what I see people sometimes is you could tell that they suppress that. They push it down. They push the negative feelings down, and then they remember their positive self-help, self-improvement mantra, and they just try to sort of paint it as being something that is going to be good in the long term. And in general, that's a good way to think. But always allow yourself to feel your feelings. You don't want to dwell on them. I often say fear and anger are great feelings to wake you up. They're great emotions to act as alarm systems to let you know, hey, something's not right. It's time to do something. They're definitely not something you want to dwell on. So if you're feeling a negative feeling or something negative happens, allow yourself to feel that, and then move on to more positive thinking and putting yourself in a positive state and a positive mindset. Number 2, certifications. What do I mean by certifications? In NLP and many other workshops or self-help and personal development trainings, they hand out certifications, certifying you that you took the training and possibly certifying you that you have a certain skill level. In most cases, what I see is it's a participation certification. It only means that you showed up. And in some cases, they give out these certifications even if you didn't show up. So a lot of people come to me and they say, how do I get certified in NLP? Or can you certify me in NLP? And my answer to that is, I will certify you. You've got to do my training, and then I've got to test you to make sure that you really know NLP, that I'm comfortable putting my stamp on a certificate, my signature saying, I believe you have the skills. And in my own trainings, I will offer that. and no one has ever taken me up on it. There's this idea, though, if I can get enough certifications, then I will feel like I know NLP. People will believe that I know NLP. And this is not limited to NLP. There's a lot of other certifications out there in self-help and personal development. I am always skeptical of certifications, especially in NLP. When somebody says they're a master practitioner or a master trainer, that means nothing to me. The reason for that is I have a stack of certificates in a folder in my closet, and I know that none of those certificates were given to me because my actual skill level was tested. They were handed to me because I showed up and I paid my money. So don't get caught up in this idea that like, oh, I need to be certified or that the certificate means anything. It doesn't mean anything. in most cases. Some cases it might, some cases they might get rigorous testing on whatever it is, and then they say, okay, you're certified. And if that's the case, then great, then you're certified because you've been tested by someone who knows what they're doing, and you can carry that certificate. But in general, as far as NLP goes, I don't see much of that. I'm assuming that there's probably some institutes that do it, but especially the online stuff, they don't have any way of really knowing that you have the skills. They may have a way of knowing that you completed the modules, but that's really it. So, and it doesn't really matter. If your focus is on a certificate, I would say your focus is in the wrong place. The focus should be on bettering yourself, and especially if you're a coach or a trainer, then it's about helping others better themselves. It's not about a piece of paper. And third, affirmations. I've done videos about this. I catch a lot of flack about this. Affirmations often create a bigger problem than what they solve. I'm not going to say that no affirmation is good and that you should never do them. I'm not going to say that. But in general, they often cause a bigger problem. Here's how it works. You stand in front of a mirror and you say, I am a successful millionaire, when you're not a successful millionaire. Part of you has to reconcile that untruth, that falsehood, or that, for lack of a better word, lie. So part of you says, no, you're not. And what you actually start to do is you start to build and create a resistance, another part of you that's resisting that. So not only does that zap your energy, but it's also creating an inner conflict. So if you're saying affirmations that aren't true about you with the hopes that you sort of grow into that or become that eventually, you're well-intended, but that's probably going to cause an inner conflict and cause inner resistance, and it usually just doesn't work. Now, there are affirmations that you can create for yourself that aren't like that. You can do kind of a future, like I will be. The problem with that, though, still, is when I say I will be, if you're saying them every day, you're constantly saying that what it is you want is out there or in the future and not right now. So that can cause another problem. I can give you one good affirmation that I think is a safe one. And there are safe ones out there. People have sent them to me by email or by commenting below. And I would say, yes, okay, yeah, you got a good affirmation there. One of them that I like is, you're enough. Or if you're looking in the mirror, you would say, I'm enough. I'm enough. That's a great affirmation to say, especially for someone who may be struggling with self-worth issues. So it's not saying you're some great billionaire or something you're not. This is something you are. You're enough. And remind yourself that from time to time. It's a good feeling. I'm enough. Check out my website, nlp-gym.com. There you will find some free NLP training that you can download right away and start putting into practice right now. Also, I have free hypnotic inductions. You can also download those right away to your phone, to your iPad, to your computer. Sit back, relax, allow my voice to take you to greater confidence and greater self-esteem. Also, check me out on Facebook if you want to know what I'm up to in real time. I usually post that on Facebook, on the NLP Gym Facebook page. So if you want to know whatever it is that I'm up to or new trainings that I'm doing, make sure you follow and like my NLP Gym page on Facebook. If you like this video, please click like right down here. And of course, like I mentioned before, make sure you click subscribe right down here. Take care.